Dear students, here there are some questions. Based on the equations of motion, we can solve these problems. The first one, the velocity of a body starting from the rest is 20 meter per second in the fourth second and 40 meter per second in the eighth second. What is the distance traveled by the body between fourth and eighth second? So here you can see the initial velocity of the body is 20 meter per second and final velocity is 40 meter per second. So we have to find out the distance traveled by the object between 4th and 8th second. So how can we find the distance? Distance. Yes, using this equation, the second equation of motion. S is equal to ut plus half at square. So here we need initial velocity, then we need time as well as acceleration. See here we don't know acceleration. So in the first step we have to find the acceleration. A is equal to v minus u by t. V is given, u is also given, time t is equal to 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 means 4 seconds. So substituting this we will get 5 meter per second square. Then substitute these values in the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square and we will get the answer. Second question, a car came to rest when brake was applied for 4 seconds. So the car came to rest means final velocity of the car is 0 and time t is equal to 4 seconds. To get a retardation of 3 meter per second square. Retardation means negative acceleration is known as retardation. If retardation is 3 meter per second square, then acceleration is equal to minus 3 meter per second square. Okay. Acceleration A is equal to minus 3 meter per second square. Calculate how far the car would have travelled after applying the brake. So we have to find out the distance travelled by the car after applying the brake. So we can use this equation s is equal to ut plus half at square. Here we need initial velocity, then time and acceleration. We know acceleration and time. So in the first step we have to find initial velocity. So how can we find initial velocity? Yes, by using the first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. From this we can write minus u is equal to at minus v. Okay. And on substituting this we will get 12 meter per second. So after that substitute these values in this equation and we will get the displacement of the car as 24 meter. So this is easy, you can read by yourself. Okay. Next question, if the velocity of a train starting from the rest becomes 72 km per hour in 10 minutes. So the velocity of a train starting from rest means what? Initial velocity of the train is 0 and final velocity is how much? 72 km per hour. So it is given in the velocity given in kilometer per hour. So in the first step we have to convert this velocity into meter per second. Okay. As well as time is given in minutes. So we have to convert this into seconds. What is acceleration? So here initial velocity is 0, final velocity is 72 km per hour. We have to convert this into meter per second. For that multiply with 5 by 18. So multiplying with 5 by 18 we will get 20 meter per second. Time t is equal to 10 minutes. We know 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Then 10 minutes is equal to 600 seconds. So substituting we will get 1 by 30 meter per second square. Calculate the distance travelled by the train within this time interval. So we have to find the distance travelled by the train. So here we can use the third equation of motion or we can use the second equation of motion also. Okay, so here they choose the third equation of motion, v square is equal to u square plus 2as, and substituting the values we will get s is equal to 600 meter. 600 meter means 6 kilometers. So two questions are given, so these are two homework. Find the answer of these questions. Okay, in the next page also you can see one more question. Complete the table using the graph 2.10 shown below. So complete the table using the graph figure 2.10 shown below. Compare the displacement and area at different stages. So here you can see the velocity time graph, and here you can see the straight line. So we can say the object is moving with uniform acceleration. So in this case the acceleration is 10 meters per second square. See, here two columns are given. In the first column, displacement is calculated using the formula, and here displacement is calculated by using formula of area. Okay, the first question, displacement of the object in the first 2 seconds. So here we have to find the displacement of the object in 2 seconds. From 0 to 2 seconds we have to find the displacement. So from 2 seconds, draw a perpendicular line to this graph, and it meets at the point P, so that we will get a triangle. Okay, so the area of triangle OSP. So we know that the area under the graph, velocity time graph, gives displacement. So the displacement within 2 seconds is equal to the area of the triangle OSP. So here the area of triangle OSP is equal to half into BH, half into OS into PS. That gives half into OS is equal to 2 and PS is equal to 20. So substituting we will get 20 meter. And here we are using this equation. So initial velocity here is 0 meter per second, and time t is equal to 2 minus 0. 2 minus 0 means 0, plus half into acceleration is, I already told it is 10 meter per second square. Then time 2 and it's a square. So substituting we will get 20 meters. So in both cases we got the same displacement. Next, displacement of the object in the first 4 seconds. First 4 seconds means from here to here. So from 4 seconds, draw a perpendicular line to the graph. It meets at Q, so that we got a big triangle. So the area of ORQ is equal to half into BH. That is OR half into OR into OR into RQ. So OR means 4 minus 0. 4 minus 0 means 4 into QR. QR is equal to how much? 40. So we will get 80 meter as the area. And here using the equation we got 80 meters. So both the answers are correct. Both the answers are same. The displacement of the body between 2 and 4 seconds. So we have to find the displacement between 2 and 4 seconds. So draw a perpendicular line that meets at P, and from 4 seconds again draw a perpendicular line which meets at Q, and we have to find the displacement of the object between 2 and 4 seconds. That means the area under the trapezium SPQR. So area of the trapezium SPQR is equal to, so this trapezium is considered as a combination of one triangle and one rectangle. So the area of rectangle is LB plus area of triangle is half BH, and substituting we will get 60 meter. And here you can see Using equation s is equal to ut plus half at square, we will get the same answer, 60 meter. Next, let us assess. So you already completed this. Then draw this graph. Okay, draw speed time graph. Then examine the graph and answer the following questions. Is the motion of the object uniform or non-uniform? So here you can see time velocity graph, and from up to 4 seconds you can see the velocity is increasing, and after that you can see the velocity is decreasing with the time. So here we can say the motion of the object is non-uniform. Okay. Say whether the acceleration from O to A is uniform. What about from A to B? So the acceleration from O to A is uniform, and from A to B is also uniform. So remember this, okay? Whenever we get a straight line passing from a straight line like this, then the object is moving with uniform acceleration. And if we get a straight line parallel to the x-axis, then the object is moving with uniform velocity. Complete the table by analyzing the graph. So here a graph is given. So we have to find the nature of the motion. First one, from A to B. So from A to B, the velocity is increasing. So here the nature of the motion is given as velocity increases. So velocity increases from A to B. So right here, from A to B velocity increases. Then from B to C. From B to C velocity is not increasing, means velocity is constant. That means the object is moving with uniform velocity. So right here uniform velocity. So whenever we get a straight line in the case of velocity time graph, then which says the object is moving with uniform velocity. From C to D, velocity is decreasing. So velocity decreases. Next question. If the velocity of a train which starts from the rest is 72 km per hour, so here given in meter per second also, after 5 minutes find out its acceleration and the distance traveled by the train in this time. So if the velocity of a train which starts from rest means what? Initial velocity is 0 and final velocity is how much? 20 meter per second. Time is given in minute, so convert this into second. 5 minutes is equal to how many seconds? 5 into 60. 5 into 60 means 300 seconds. Find out the acceleration. So we know that acceleration is equal to v minus u by t. So substitute the values and we will get acceleration. After that, find out the distance traveled by the train. So using this equation, second equation of motion, we can find the distance traveled by the train. Okay. A car attains velocity of 54 km per hour. That means 15 meter per second within 5 seconds from the initial velocity of 18 km per hour. Calculate the acceleration and displacement. So here initial velocity is given as 15 meter per second and final velocity is given as 1 minute. A car attains a velocity of 54 km per hour within 5 seconds from the initial velocity is 5 km per second and final velocity is 15 meter per second. Time t is equal to 5 seconds. So we have to find the acceleration and displacement. So using the same formula, you can find the acceleration and displacement. Analyze the graphs given below. So here you can see velocity time graph, here also velocity time, all are velocity time graph. Which graph indicates uniform velocity? So which graph indicates uniform velocity? That is second graph. Here you can see with increasing time the velocity of the object remains same. That means the object moving with same velocity. Therefore, this represents uniform velocity. Which graph indicates non-uniform acceleration? Non-uniform acceleration, that is graph 4. See, this is the graph of uniform acceleration and this is the graph of non-uniform acceleration. Which graph indicates the motion of freely falling stone? That is graph 3. This graph indicates the motion of a freely falling stone. Okay. The graph 3 represents the motion of a freely falling stone. One more question. The distance time graph of a moving car from the rest is given below. Draw the velocity time graph related to the motion of this car and note down the peculiarities. So distance time graph of a moving car from rest is given below. Draw the velocity. So distance time graph is given. Based on this information, we have to draw the velocity time graph. Okay. So how can we draw the velocity time graph? For that we need velocity. So in the first step you have to find the velocity of the car in different time. So how can we find the velocity? Distance divided by, write here as a displacement. Okay. So I wrote distance, I forgot. So velocity is equal to displacement divided by time. So displacement is 20. 20 divided by 10 gives 2 meter per second. So in this same way, find all the velocity. So here you will get 2 meter per second as the velocity. Using this information, draw the velocity time graph. See here we can take distance as well as displacement, because when the car moves in a straight line, the distance and displacement becomes equal. Okay. So prepare notes and write the answers to this let us assess as well as homework. Okay. After that, submit your note as well as homework. So if you have any doubt, you can call, okay, or you can send message.